Okay, so here's the video for this week. What I want you to work on are chord changes and the box system. If you don't remember the box system, just go all the way down in the videos, and you can find it there. Right. So I mean, just a quick recap. It's the start somewhere. I'm starting on G. So 1 3 3, and then 1 3 3 on the A string, 1 3 4 on the D string, and then 1 4 4 on the G string. Right. And that gives you knowledge of what notes you're playing. Right. And it comes in handy for when you have to play the chords, because that way you'll know. Say if I tell you to play F major 7 bar chord, you'll know that F is right here. Right? Same with like say a major 7 bar chord. We have this one here, right? The one with all the fingers. So quickly, remember we went over the 7 and major 7. So a quick explanation in terms of music theory on what that is, right? So the music theory of it is you have a scale and it's 8 notes, right? So here, 8 notes. And the 7 comes from the 7th note of the scale. Right, so say if we're in D major, right? So the scale is D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. So the chord would normally be the 1 3 5, right? That's what we're used to. It'd be D, F sharp, and A. The major 7. So if it was D major 7, we add the 7th note. So the 7th note again, that's C sharp, right? So if we go here and we play a D major bar chord, right there we have D, we have A, we have D, and F sharp. But if we take this D right here and we play the C sharp, that's where the shape comes from, right? That's where we have this shape. Instead of this, it's that, and you add the C sharp there. So instead of, we have, right? And then the difference between the major 7 and the 7 is that the 7, in the 7, you flatten the 7 a half step. So you bring the 7th note of the scale, whatever key you're in, or whatever chord for that matter, you bring the 7 down a half step. So again, right? We have 1 3 5. So D, F sharp, and A. And now the 7th note of the D major scale is C sharp, obviously. We just went over that. So bringing it down a half step, C sharp would give you C, right? So then that's where this shape comes from, because here we have D. Here we have, I'm on the G string by the way, just in case you can't see. Here we have D. Here we have C sharp, and here we have C. So that's where the D7 comes from. So we have right, and that goes for all of the other ones, right? So if you want to play E, the 7th note of the E major scale is D sharp, so you add that D sharp in there. E7, instead of D sharp, it's D. Right. Same thing with the other bar chord, with the other 7 bar chord. A major. Right. 7th note is G sharp, so G sharp is here, and that's where we get this. That's where we get that shape from. And you can tell it's a very, very sweet chord. Right. That's where the whoops. So yeah, that's where we get that from. So that pretty much gives you what to practice, right? Just practice the chord changes. Pick any key, and go. Say if you pick C major, right, like we did on Saturday. Pick any key and do a 1 2 5 twice, and then when you go to the 1 again on the second one, right, add the 7 and then go to a 4. So if that didn't make any sense to you, that's okay, but it's basically what we did in class, right? So so C major, like I said, pick a key. So C major, right? And then pick play the 1 2 5. So 1, minor 2, obviously. 5, 2 times. And then on the second one, and then, right? Say if you pick D major, 1 minor 2 5. With the strumming pattern, of course. One more time. Here we have the switch, right? So 1. Try to end on the major 7. Right, so one more example. I'll do it again. Say if we pick E major, right? So 1 minor 2 5, 2 times, 2 bars, or 2 2 bars, I guess. And then a 1 again, and then a 1 with the 7, then a 4, then a 1 5 1, right? I played the second one for too long, but you guys get the idea. We'll work on the timing come Saturday. I just want you to practice the chords and the chord shapes. Practice both this one here, that one, and this one here, and then the other one. Right? If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.